refresher programs and reviews periodically.
Okay.
And how often do we do that? You know, the teachers will have their side of the coin to tell us what's happening there.
Mm-hmm.
But for the students, since they are those who are failing and it comes out in such numbers, I feel that the onus lies on them much more to really sit up and put in their best.
You mean the teachers?
The students.
The students.
Yes, because they are those who are failing. Your teacher is there, is already working and is teaching. And so let us say that they will address their issues. And this is more on a larger scale, because if we are looking at training, yes, and organizing refresher courses, Professor Anku did comment after they had the workshop, Maths Society, that some of what had come to their notice was a need for teachers to boost their skills and competencies. And this morning on the news, there was a report of students using their school fees to gamble.
Yes, on the news review, an investigation that a vice chancellor has commissioned.
Yes. So if such a report comes out, then I think we should have a look again at our values, and I think our students need to be reoriented. Yes. And they need to understand what it takes to do much better and improve the performance. Because for me, I feel that when you get your results, it's not magic. Yes.
Okay, so let's begin to drill down to some of the more specific reasons that were given. So, for instance, Professor Anku mentioned yesterday how one of the problems that people have is relating mathematics to real life.
Yes.
Would you agree that that is one reason why mathematics may be seen to be difficult, may be seen as difficult by students?
Yes.
Okay.
Because mathematics is really abstract. You know, when we look at how it's taught at the early years, it's very concrete. You see blocks you count. When you're doing addition and subtraction, you see, like this Montessori methods, you see it's all practical and it's concrete. You can see, you can feel, you can touch. And then as this progress, that concrete aspect dissolves, it becomes more abstract. So it's not very easy to see it. You've got to imagine it. And
yes. So how do we change that? Because I am imagining differentiation and integration I had to do in senior high school. There was a question with simultaneous equations that students had a problem with in the 2018 WASSCE. How do we make things like that visual?
Well, like we're saying, unlike the other subjects that you can get a practical aspect so easily, it has to be connected to real life doing the teaching, the delivery, that this is what happens. For instance, even in, there are so many examples. The calendar, we count days. What else? Even music, the rhythm, the beats. In the kitchen, in the shops, in the kitchen, you have scales, you buy meat, you go shopping. Some of your stuff got to be weighed. You pay, you get your change. Children calculate their change. We see it. In everyday life, we wear watches. We see clocks. We travel.
Yeah. So, the opportunities are there.
Yes, they are there.
Yeah, the opportunities are there to make it. Yeah, but, the question, of course, would be, do people find it relevant? Can I work out calculus in the shop when I'm going to buy a hairpiece?
Okay. Yes, they do not immediately find it relevant. You see, you will not find it immediately relevant. And that is where Professor Anko was saying that it has to do with the teacher's approach also. Because if you finished your math training some donkey years ago, and there are new methods, research continues till date. So there's a need for refresher programs all the time, especially to review methods and approaches to learning and as well as teaching. You see.
Someone was referring to a textbook in an old textbook
JSP.
JSP yesterday, where people use plantain and yams and the whole body, and India it's more.
Well, yes, to some extent. But then, if I could make a reference to, for instance, if you look at the schools that are offering, let us say, British curriculum, there's nothing wrong with our Ghanaian curriculum at all. Perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. But sometimes the books really are, they explain stage by stage, and the questioning method applies it to real life. You know, for instance, if a child answering questions for physics and is being asked to explain how the electric bell works, it's really application. It's not straightforward asking you about electricity or magnetism, you know. So sometimes our approach to questioning can train
people,
yes,
to
how
really
to learn, you know, so that they would realize that chew and pour thing or philosophy,
it won't work.
It does not help.
Or like we said in school, babadie. We used to call it that in
yes. Chew, pour, pass, and forget.
Yeah.
That is it. So
or
you will forget.
Say, chew, pour, pass, forget, and be poor.
Okay. So you will forget. But when you try to understand, it is easier to retain and apply. You know, so the method also counts. Yes.
So I wish we had more time for this, man. It's such an illuminating discussion, but we'll have to wrap up in a minute. So if you could give us your recommendation to a parent out there. You were talking about how you're able to help your children. So to a parent out there who wants to help their kids, what would be your recommendation?
Well, I feel that even if you are not, or you do not understand, first of all, parent participation, you should show some interest, ask. And if the child expresses difficulty, we need to discuss with the child where exactly the difficulty is coming from. Is it the content? Is it the instruction? Is it you not making time to practice and understand the concept? Because sometimes math, I think, with a lot of practice, you will understand. It takes time to understand. You need to sit down and even understand the rules, the formula, everything. You know. So if you have time and help, even if your parent or mother or father is not coming to say that I understand and I'm going to work it out like this, I don't do that. But I just show interest. I say, okay, go back, read, the introduction. There are examples that have been worked out. Look at it again. Try your hands. With that kind of practice, you will understand. And so, yes, those who get extra tutorials also helps.
Okay.
Yes.
But you should also try and look at the instructions and try and understand yourself.
Yes. And then sometimes there are gaps, competency gaps, because children move on from, one class to the other without necessarily having gotten the transitional competencies you are expecting, that after this coming from year 4 to year 5, you should be able to do A, B, C, D. Because
but you can't.
It's cumulative, it's progressive.
Okay. So let's take the Joy Business Minute now. We'll come back and continue. Professor Chauffeur Anko would also join us on the line. Stay with us.
It's a new day.
Daryl and Karen bringing you the Joy Business Minute.
The Ministry of Aviation has set up an independent accident investigation unit under the new Civil Aviation Amendment Bill. The amended bill could make the country attain the Category 1 status per the International Air Transport Association guidelines.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority says due to the EU's temporary ban on the use of a Boeing 737 MAX 8 within and around its airspace, it is reviewing the current developments globally.
The majority in Parliament has rejected predictions that the value of the cedi will hit 6 Ghana cedis to the dollar before the end of the year. The minority has chastised government's handling of the local currency, which continues to depreciate, hitting 5 cedis 85 pesos to the dollar this morning.
And business groups are exasperated after the UK Prime Minister's EU withdrawal plan was again rejected by Parliament. They called on MPs to shut down the possibility of a no-deal Brexit. And
you're up to date.
Catch us again at 3:06.
At Afrodan, we believe that many of the problems people have with their health is as a result of the way they sit. In other words, your chair can kill you. Here's Dr. Marcus Mann of the Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
What you have to remember is that the spine is the lifeline to your body, and posture is the window to that spine. Now, posture is affected by your daily activities and habits like sitting. That's why at the Chiropractic and Wellness Centers, we recommend what I believe to be the best chairs available for preventing not only subluxations, but also other health problems that you may not be aware of. And that's Rabami and Mobilex chairs. Unfortunately, on a daily basis, I have to correct the effects of this poor sitting habit in our businessmen and businesswomen. Always remember, optimum spine equals optimum health.
So, for the sake of your health, buy Rabami or Mobilex chairs from Afrodan. We're on the first floor of the Swansea Shopping Arcade. Telephone 663-085.
Hey, Kwame, what's up here? My brother, my wife has been diagnosed with cancer. What? My brother is here with kidney disease too. Oh, yeah.
Do you know the World Health Organization estimates that over 16,000 new cases of cancers are diagnosed annually in Ghana, and kidney diseases account for 10% of all medical admissions to Korle Bu?
But thanks to Glyco-Critical Illness Plan, GSIP, I have spent over 20,000 Ghana cedis on my younger brother's disease. Yeah. What is GSIP?
Glyco-Critical Illness Plan, GSIP, provides you with financial support when diagnosed with any critical illness or dread disease such as cancers, strokes, kidney failures. Speak to GlycoLife today on 0302-218-500 for your GSIP policy. It is definitely in our interest to survive. GlycoLife, we cushion you for life.
Since inception, almost 100% of Ashesi University students have found jobs, started businesses, or gone on to graduate school within 6 months of graduation. From Accra to Nairobi, London to New York, Ashesi graduates are noticed and they are leading successful careers. If you dream of a rewarding life and career, an Ashesi education prepares you for just that. Learn more about applying to Ashesi at www.ashesi.edu.gh. Remember, admission is ongoing.
I am Dr. Acacia. Acacia gives your workers the best customer service and treatment options when the need arises, keeping them healthier and more productive for your business. Acacia Health Insurance. We place value on those you value.
Some things give you a key to open doors that don't exist yet. Some things take you a step into another generation, and there are only a few things like that. Samsung is giving you one of such things. The new Samsung Galaxy S10, a future-packed phone with a first-of-its-kind intuitive camera that will let you capture things beyond what the eye can see. So much battery power that you can actually go beyond, and share power, a borderless infinity display that will give you a view into the future beyond. It's time to go beyond this generation, all with one phone. Celebrating 10 years of Galaxy innovation. Make that leap with the Samsung Galaxy S10e, S10 and S10 Plus. Pre-order today and get yourself a free Samsung Galaxy Buds. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for the nation's biggest annual health and fitness event. Saturday, 23rd March will be a blast as we hit the road with the Generational Life Walk 2019. Join Pastor Mensa Oatville and the International Central Gospel Church as we walk for life. Great grandparents, Parents and children of all ages will be walking. Life Walk 2019 starts and finishes at the Independence Square. Starting time, 5:30 a.m. prompt. Grab a free walking tag from the nearest ICGC assembly and prepare to walk for 3 kilometers, 6 kilometers, or the full 12 kilometers.
The post-walk extravaganza will feature Ohima Messi, Preachers, Belak 360, Spirit, and Soul Willis. Life Walk 2019 is in aid of mental health care delivery in Ghana. It's the 23rd of March and it's the Independence Square.
Life Walk 2019, 35,000 feet, celebrating 35 years of influence.
This March, get ready for the second annual 3 Music Awards with live performances from your favorite Ghanaian and African music superstars. Here are the nominees for Reggae Dancehall Song of the Year. Top Skanker by Stonebwoy.
Top Skanker. Anytime we pass through, the whole of them do agua.
Lovers Rock by KK Fosu featuring Adina. Loyalty by Stonebwoy. Oba by Samini. Gringo by Shatta Wale.
Shout out to man Gringo. Yes, Gringo, Ringo. Wow, hey, Mandingo.
Most Original by Stonebwoy featuring Sean Paul.
You the wait, you say waiting, come back with it, yeah. You are the most original.
And Galley's Party by Shatta Wale. To vote for your favorite reggae dancehall song of the year, dial *713*2# and follow the prompts. To vote on social media, hashtag 3musicawards19RDS, followed by the title of your favorite reggae dancehall song to win. The 3 Music Awards is presented by Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy Prime TV, and the Fantasy Dome with support from Love FM, Joy News TV, Adum FM, Adum TV, Asempa FM, Inshira FM, and MyJoyOnline.com. The 3 Music Awards 2019. Here for the music.
Providence Insurance, insurance for marine. Providence Insurance, insurance for your motor. Providence Insurance, insurance for your property. Providence Insurance, your future happy day.
With Provident, man, you are covered.
It's the nation's biggest gathering of emerging leaders, young entrepreneurs, and tertiary students. It's the Springboard 2019 Global Convocation under the theme, The Digital Revolution. Come network with friends and connect with Albert and Comfort Okran and a team of CEOs and business leaders. Watch out for the brand new book entitled Snakes and Ladders by Albert and Comfort Okran. Dates this Saturday, 16th March. Venue, National Theatre, Accra. Time, 12 to 5 p.m. Main speakers, Kofi Dadzi, CEO of Rancard, and Salom Adadivo, CEO of MTN Ghana. Keynote speaker, Dr. Mensa Otabel. Dial *718*50# on your phone and follow the instructions on your screen to pre-register now. Contact 0249-999-555 or 0544-315-165 for more information on the 2019 Global Convocation and the Talent Expose. Main sponsor, MTN. We day for you. Other sponsors, UMB, Enterprise Life, Databank, Persol, Graphic Business, Dream Oval, Yep Cleaning Services, and Yorks Rent-A-Car. Springboard is brought to you by Springboard Roadshow Foundation and Legacy and Legacy, and powered by Super Hits radio station Joy 99.7 FM.
10 minutes past 9 here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Daniel Tazi. My guest in the studio is Maranatha Gecko, and Gecko. Hey. Thank you. Beko cover. Yeah, I need to eat some okra soup to make my throat better. Okay. So I'll give Maranatha her final words now, particularly on the points you were making about this knowledge gap that students have when they are progressing.
Yes. There are usually gaps that are never addressed until they get to that level. Because you'd hardly find them, I mean, let me say the children at that early stage, not really finding mathematics so difficult. But then as they progress, that is when they have issues. Because most of the time, how many minutes do we have for a lesson, one lesson? And how many pupils do we have in the class? So if we have 45 minutes and we have a maximum, if we should say, in an ideal situation, that may be 25 or 30 pupils, and there is one child, even let us imagine just one child that has issues, how many minutes can go to that child alone out of the 45 minutes? And sometimes that child could be shy because it's like you're the only one. So he or she keeps it, and then they move on, and they are promoted, and they manage to pass exams because of the high stakes.
Okay.
You know, so you have to pass your exams.
Okay.
So maybe that particular topic, that child never understood it, and it rolls on to the next class, and they move on. So I believe that if we have strategies like pull-outs sometimes, that you are pulled out of the class for that particular issue to be addressed, you know, because we don't have that system here. So if you manage to make a 60% or a 70%, and then you are moved on to the next class. But there are some fundamental issues that were never addressed, and they are still with you. And it goes on until, like you're saying, you meet calculus. Calculus has a foundation. Algebra has a foundation. Trig and all those things, they are cumulative. Yes, there are foundations. So if you lost those foundations, then how do you build?
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much, Maranatha.
So we need to have systems to boost learning in order to address these gaps, competency gaps.
Thank you very much, Maranatha.
Thank you very much
for joining us.
For allowing me to.
Maranatha Beko Kove. I think I need Agbobitadi rather to take care of the spirit. Okay. Maranatha Beko Kove. Well, she's the head of the educational center. She's an HR and admin manager. She's a trainer and a CEO. She's been working through education, organizational leadership her entire career, and we're very grateful that she joined us this morning. All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay then. It's 30 minutes past 9. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's time for Corruption Watch. I'll take these important messages when I come back. We'll be bringing you the story of police officers who are taking monies to illegally give bails. Stay with us.
If you buy gold, you will save money.